Um, so like I said, I was a teacher first. I think I was 5 when I said I was going to teach, and I didn't waver
Oh,
all the way
wow.
through high school. All my jobs were youth development. I never worked outside of the industry. Declared my major right away. Like I said, I kind of had the double major with elementary and special ed, went straight into the classroom, and that was my story. I mean, that was my journey. I never considered there being something else. I did have my nonprofit, and so if I ever considered something, it was, we're gonna win the lottery and I'm gonna do my volunteer job full time, right? But it was still in
Yeah.
the youth space and it was still there. And so when I realized I was looking at leaving the classroom, it was a huge detour. It was, to be very frank, it was a little bit of an identity crisis, and
Yeah.
what that looks like and what that would mean for me. And I did kind of a 1 foot in, 1 foot out transition. So went to the youth development space, so outside of the classroom, but still in the education world. And it took me another 5 years before I could get the other foot out the door. And so in 2022, I officially got into consulting. In 2023, I started my business. And so there was another year of kind of dabbling, and is this okay? Do I miss my kids? Can I do the adult world? And my original intention when I got into business was very much in the cultural competence space. I'd been certified in 2020. I enjoyed it. I had a passion for it. I've spoken within my former position and kind of how that plays out. And then I happenstance, right? Your community and your network. And I got a contract with Boys and Girls Club, and I started doing this teaching methods, and I had never planned that, and it made so much sense. It was such a perfect fit of my world and my passion and my belief. And so then that was added in, and it's, something I lead with a lot because it's such a perfect mix of who I am and where I come from. And then again, kind of community and who brings you a project management job came my way, and my immediate reaction was, I'm not a project manager. But it turns out the skills are very applicable to what I'd done in the world of education, in the world of youth development, and being in that administrative program coordinator role, what I've done with my camp. And so I spent a couple years in that role with one company consistently, and really skilled up in the Scrum Master role and the Agile methodologies and how to connect and apply. And so then that became an added service. And so now I have these 3 arms that kind of represent different points on my path and my journey, and where I go from here. And it's definitely evolved over time as to, it never even being a thought in my brain to what it is now.
Yeah. Well, one